the feeling of a distant melody unknown. I was doing fine, I minded my own business till the day you took me home. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. Well, I thought I knew what life was all about. That song had already been sung. I was going on, still minding my own business. Never knew that life had just begun. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. I wanna see your face again, oh let me see your face again. I'm far from being satisfied yet. I have to see your face again, oh let me see your face again, and take me to the place we first met. You came into my life like a sweet embrace, swept me off my feet and made me whole again. You came in my life, I wanna see your face. Never will I be the same again. Never will I be the same again.
All I do is think about
Your eyes, your scent, your touch is all I dream of. Now I can't live without you. I hope you feel it too. 'Cause we are meant to be.
And now with great fanfare,
get ready to meet someone special. Check it out. Motivation and inspiration, just as good as pineapple on pizza.
Congratulations.
You scream, we scream, we all scream for...
it's the Vaping Heat on Mixin and Chillin with Hunky Vape. Hello and welcome, everyone. Time for another Mixing and Chilling episode with Kenny the Vaping Heat and Hunky Vape.
Hi, guys and gals.
Nice to see you all out there. Lined up for you guys today. Pulled out of the archives, we have the Solomon RTA made by Case.
Very nice.
Never heard of them before, but it was an interesting design.
I've heard of the name, but I've never heard of the company.
Yeah. It was a long time ago I purchased that thing. Can't remember exactly when, but finally get a chance to throw some coils in there and build the thing up. And like I was telling Kenny before we started, I'm like, I pulled the cover off and I took a look at it, and it's kind of got the same airflow design that our Geek Vape Creed has, where it's got a chimney that you can change out and put different kinds of airflow on it. And the cards, it's specifically for the Solomon, says there's two chimneys on there. One is for a single coil and the other one is for a dual coil. Pretty cool idea.
Good idea. Very good.
Kenny's package is still held up in customs.
Yep.
They're holding it hostage. Told him he can't have it till he brings a receipt down that he got it. So he's in the process of getting that.
It's frustrating. It's so frustrating because, like I say, it was sent out probably been 4 weeks ago, if not longer. And I still... And the thing is, it's that they'll not inform you. You're the one that's got to chase them all the time. So as far as they're concerned, it's just going to sit there and gather dust until you actually say, where's me gear, or where's me package, and, they're just... The cogs move very, very slowly.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I don't understand why they do it that way.
It's crazy. It's bureaucracy at its finest in my eyes.
Always is, always is. And make it the consumer's responsibility to chase them down. Get them to do their job.
Definitely.
It's getting cold out. I see you got some light rain. It's 4. It's 7 over here.
Light. It's been bucketing down.
Tell it how it is.
It's been torrential. And we're forecast snow as well this week.
Well, we had little bits here and there, but nothing that's actually stuck on the ground.
Light rain. But yeah, I'm going to get on that Met office of yours and say, oi. I've heard it from the whole...
Let's say our hellos to everybody out there. We threw you up on screen. Pam Spraggins, Lance Ward, Dusty Country Road, Mallory Gates, hello and welcome. Sean Lynch, hello and welcome. All of you wonderful people coming out regularly every single week. It's been fantastic having you here.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
We're dive right into it. I did happen to look up some news just to kind of get a perusal on what I missed. I explained to Kenny this past week after we got done doing the live stream, had to drive to Cleveland. My mother's in the hospital with heart failure. So I haven't had a chance to do anything but sitting by her bedside, waiting for the medicine to actually do its job and get the fluid out of her legs. But I did come back this morning and I took a look at the news, and nothing's really changed. It's pretty much all the same thing, constantly being repeated in different locations.
Pretty much, isn't it?
Yesterday, was the repeal of prohibition in the United States. You would think that people would learn from history, right? They enacted prohibition, banned all alcohol, government went around slashing barrels, poisoning the alcohol supply that they came across, trying to weed out who was making it. You can't get rid of consumer demand. You would think that people would learn from it.
They don't, that's the problem.
China went down the road and banned all lovely flavors and said you're only allowed to have tobacco-flavored electronic cigarettes in China. They also did a partial but vape mail ban. They didn't ban it altogether. They limited it to 2. You can only order 2 at a time. 2 complete kits, 2 replacement coil packs, 2 bottles of liquid. That's it. That's the limit.
See,
That's how they're going to control it.
That is worrying from a country that actually supplies the majority of the vape devices and equipment. It's
For the whole world.
Yeah.
Now,
Pretty
granted,
much.
those rules don't apply to exports. So if you're manufacturing something for export, well, you can keep doing what you were doing.
But like
They're
I
not
say,
going to slit their own throat.
is that the next step? You don't know, do you?
I don't know, but it doesn't look good. And it's pretty predictable what the outcome is. January, 78% decline in sales.
If you think about
14% of the people that walked into shops didn't buy anything because they didn't want just tobacco flavor.
Yeah.
And 73% hoped that the national standard would improve.
Yeah. Well, just imagine if that did happen, that would absolutely cripple the vape industry, wouldn't it? It would absolutely cripple it, practically pretty much destroy it.
Can you guess what is actually taking place in China right now? With all these prohibitions, and you walk in the store and all they're allowed to sell you legally is tobacco-flavored liquids. Can you guess what's going on? And what did they create?
It's a whole scenario is a mind-boggling. You don't know what to believe, do you?
They created a black market.
Yep.
Shopkeepers are hurting. 71% are able to make ends meet. Well, what about the 29% that can't make ends meet and are now going to have to close their store and do something else for a living?
Oh, God, yeah, definitely. It's mad. It's absolute madness.
Yeah.
But again, China's a massive smoking country anyway, aren't they? They smoke for fun, them, don't they? I mean, plus they're probably one of the biggest exporters of tobacco as well and all.
According to the survey, 60% of shopkeepers' business performance has dropped by more than 30% month on month.
Wow.
Total number of month-on-month declines has reached 78%.
Jeez.
Well, when 90% of the market is a flavored product and you ban all flavored products, what kind of market did you think was going to be left?
This is it. This is
And
definitely
I won't go through the whole article, but it basically boils down to the fact that there's now a thriving black market of exported items from China being sold in China after they re-import them
yeah.
on the black market.
Well, important. Yep. Makes sense, doesn't it? Really?
You can't eliminate consumer demand. If the people want it, the people are going to get it.
Definitely.
The drug war should have taught people by now. Cocaine, heroin, LSD, all these things have been banned, but they're still readily available.
Of course they are.
I just saw an article about Australia that cocaine is now almost $500 a gram in Australia. And of
Jesus.
the people that they polled, the majority of them said that it's still very easy to acquire if you want to pay that much for it. Making it illegal doesn't fix anything.
It's mind-boggling. That's what I'm saying. And plus, like, these governments that's banning stuff, you know, they're losing money as well because they're losing revenue and taxation of it. So, you know, it's like, hello.
Not only are they losing tax revenue from the legitimate sale of these safe products, but they're also expending more revenue to try and take down this black market that they just created by upping their police force, upping their customs.
Yeah, it's costing them more to try and eradicate it or control it, so to speak.
So it's hitting them twice, both in the lost revenue and in the increased cost of having to go out and try and police this.
It is. It's like, God, what are these people thinking? I mean, are they on this planet, or they're somewhere orbiting space in a shuttle or something? You know what I mean?
I think they're living in their own little fantasy world.
I mean, Ian Thomas is there, just commonly says they're still trying to stop COVID with draconian lockdowns as well. So,
yeah, man, it's not going to work either.
Nope. Well, there's hell on it now. People demonstrating and everything in there. So, the friggin' world's gone mad, man. Slowly but surely gone absolutely mad.
I wish there was a default setting on YouTube for live chat and not top chat.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Well, it's not all bad. If it's all bad, I'm not even going to report the news. Sorry, folks. That's why a lot of the stuff doesn't come out. Nobody likes bad news. Except the media. Mass media likes to scare you with stuff, but...
You've got to take the good with the bad. That's what we say, like, you know.
So how about in the United Kingdom, traditional cigarettes are now going to be replaced with electronic ones on the set of the TV series Peaky Blinders.
They can't do that. They weren't invented then.
Well, what would you rather have them do?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It literally says on here that the crew said that they would consume 1,000 cigarettes during the filming of a session of a season.
Really? And then the actors will sue the television company for giving them long.
So they asked the prop guys to estimate the number of cigarettes smoked over the 3 series that they've recorded so far, and it looks like they've smoked a whopping 3,000 cigarettes.
Whoa.
So they're all going to be replaced now with electronic cigarettes.
I never thought they were real. I just thought they were like a dummy thing. You know, I didn't actually think they were a proper... But I'm wrong, obviously.
Well, what's cheaper to produce?
You
go down and you buy a pack that's already, you know, ready for sale and ready rolled up, and they use it as a prop. They don't have to inhale, you know, but it's still used as a prop.
See, for an actor who doesn't smoke, you're not going to say, right, you've got to start smoking. Like, no.
Well,
I'm sorry, no.
As is typical, the UK is doing it right, and it realizes this is not good for the actors on this TV set, so we're going to replace them with electronic cigarettes.
Oh, yeah, kudos to them. I mean, it's brilliant.
So they're going to get cigalikes, and they're going to be using the cigalikes, and you'll see the vapor coming off of them, and they'll probably formulate it, you know, high VG, no nick, so those people that don't smoke, you know, they're not really exposing themselves to any real harm.
I could just imagine, though, the Peaky Blinder bloke, he's sitting there, I'll just have a smoky and gone. Fuck off, cloud comes out.
Hand somebody a big Aegis Max.
That's coming out with eating. That's coming out with cigarette. Here we go. I want to buy one of them.
Well, you know, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to hand them cigalikes. They're going to be using the cigalikes, and they'll use special effects to make it look like it was an actual cigarette that they were doing. It's going to go for historical accuracy purposes.
It's going to go on the merch, isn't it? You can buy all the merch. You can buy the Peaky Blinders. It's going to have a Peaky Blinders. It's going to be on there.
Well,
is that the new craze in the UK? A Peaky Blinder.
The Peaky Blinder vape. There you go.
That's awesome. There, we're onto something. If anybody does it, we thought of it first.
Well, another bit of good news, and this isn't the first time we've heard this from Vaporesso. They have the Vaporesso Care program trying to push the corporate social responsibility, and they have multiple campaigns going on. And just like they did during COVID, when they went out and they handed bottles of water and food baskets and stuff to those in need, well, guess what they're doing now? They're launching another social give back campaign. It's the festive time of the year. So Vaporess is going around, and they've launched a recycling program so that, you know, you can take, they have 130 retail stores so far set up with this in the United States and in the UK. And to help reduce the environmental impact, they're putting disposable vape devices out of the landfills and recycling them themselves.
But this should be done, because that's the issue. I mean, most recyclables are disposables are recyclable, but there's nowhere for you to actually give. There's nobody that actually says recycle bins for this. There's nothing, so that's why they just get thrown away. And you're not allowed to put them in your normal recycle bin, because obviously it's got batteries in, and you can't put batteries on your bin lorries or your garbage trucks, as you guys call them out there. So where are you? I think people would recycle them if you say, well, put them here, we will collect them. But there's nothing. There's no bins or nothing. That's what I was saying.
They could do it just like they used to do with the old glass Coke bottles. You know, you pay an extra 10 cents when you bought the thing for it, and you got your 10 cents back when you returned it.
Or even if they just had a bin in this corner of the store or wherever, where you put your old ones, and just so that it's just somewhere where you can't actually put it to get it recycled, rather than stand there thinking, well, where do I put it? You know what I mean? Yeah. I know a lot of you would think yes, and I know there's a few suggestions saying that you would know where you'd like me to put it, but it's not gone there. Don't even go there.
Yeah, but you know what? The nice thing is they could literally, truly recycle these products that they have, and they could actually incorporate, design changes into these disposable products to make them easier to recycle. Yeah. They could put in a retaining screw that's covered up by a sticker that you don't see, and then when they get them there, they just remove all the stickers off of it, pull that screw out, they did tear the thing apart, pull it all out, slap a new set of guts in there, refresh the plastic components, and recycle the metal and that stuff that's in there, and it actually cuts down on their production cost for the sending it back out in the world.
I think what they'll do, they'll just put that kind of responsibility on the end user, like they do with everything, really. So it's down to you if you want to take it apart and recycle the bits or whatever. I mean, because I know a couple of people that actually disassemble them and recycle the bits that they can safely, and then obviously take the batteries to a proper battery recycling place to take the batteries out, recycle the rest and do. But not everybody's going to do that, are they?
Yeah. And the thing about it is these batteries, the chemicals that make up these things are not an infinite resource on this planet. Lithium's a precious commodity. So for them to be able to recapture that and recycle it and then reuse it to reformulate new batteries or use them as a second life device in flashlights or whatever, I mean, that's a fantastic opportunity.
Solar powered. What about a solar powered vape? That'd be cool.
Take too long to charge.
Then again, we don't get enough sunshine in the UK, so we'll be.
One of the most common questions that I get with people is, that I forget to mention in the reviews is, can you use it while it's charging?
Yeah.
I don't bother to think about that because I got so many different devices. So that's something that, I could put a little Post-it note up on my thing going, the next product I do, make sure you check to see if it'll actually work while it's being charged.
I think you can do that with a few, because like I said, when I first started, when I had the Kangatech, the battery life on it was terrible, and I used to pretty much sit glued to a socket with a lead in. You know what I mean?
Which will also explain why it became such a prevalent thing in the vape industry to say, don't use the charging port that comes on this thing. Pull the battery out and use a proper charger on them. Because people use it so much that you literally wore out the port, and then you get a short, and then it could cause a fire.
Yeah, I kind of agree with just chargers. I mean, the only time I would ever charge or use the USB charging on any mod that I'm carrying is probably in the car. If my batteries are going a bit, I'll probably just stick it in and just give it a bit of a boost. I wouldn't charge it on them.
Yeah.
Especially
the big mods with the 18650s, it's easy just to swap the battery out. But when you get these smaller units like this, you don't have a choice.
No.
That's the only way to charge a device like this. Mm-hmm. Just like the disposables. And it's like this disposable, this one came in handy when I was in the hospital because, I don't have to keep going in and out or whatever. I just take a little drag of it. With it being such a, it's a 50.
Yeah.
I take one or two drags and I'm done.
Happy days.
Yeah. But even this, if you take a look at the way it's designed, there's two screws on the bottom. You remove those two screws and then this whole thing can separate out. And this could all be recycled easily.
Definitely. It's probably something, like I say, that will come eventually when it's too late, like everything.
Yeah. A lot of companies don't have very good social responsibility, and they do not present the corporate image because they're not being held accountable to it.
Nope.
So it ends up becoming regulatory necessity that they say, listen, if you're going to sell this, you have to recycle it. And you have to achieve, let's say, an 80% recycling, rate for you to keep selling your product.
Or even, like you say, use recyclable, materials as well.
Yeah. But that's the first part of their thing is that they're putting out this Recycle for One Earth. That's the name of their program, and they're pushing it out there. 130 retail stores so far, but they'll be expanding it. And if you own a shop, get a hold of them, and they'll be able to set you up on the recycling program so that you can get your customers to bring back these devices and not just pitch them into the bin. What's Vic say? Don't vape in a bin.
Yeah. But again, I think
recycle.
I think what you said earlier is maybe, like you say, maybe get $1 or a £1 refund if you bring your old one back when you buy new. I think that would work because that's an incentive for people to get, they're getting something back rather than.
Oh, sure. Yeah. And it's really not, costing the shop at all. They just, tack an extra $1 onto the actual cost when they sell it.
Yeah.
And then they apply that $1 refund on their next purchase.
Or the manufacturer who's selling the goods takes that hit as well. You know what I mean? You just did an ad, yeah.
Well, the reality is the end user always ends up paying for it.
Yeah, one way or the other.
Even if you force, on the back end, on the accounting end, for the manufacturer to assume the cost, that cost is going to be transferred onto you. They're not going to just take a loss.
It's like everything; it's all passed on to you, isn't it? Across the board.
And just like previously done, Vaporesso's care program also has Caring in Motion. Customers in France shopping at 40 designated outlets will be given a winter caring package. Vaporesso is also partnering with Vape Decor, a French NGO aimed at reducing the risk for smokers. And through French hospitals and medical professionals, the NGO will provide Vaporesso devices to legal smoking age smokers who want to quit their habit.
Awesome.
But find themselves in financial difficulties. Perfect. It's exactly what we need to have happen.
Definitely.
I wish it was going on in every country all around the world, not just France.
Well, it's nice to see, like a big company making that step, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's not like some little company that's out, Vaporesso, they're a big company and they're making that step and, making everybody aware of all this kind of stuff. And, hopefully eventually other companies may follow suit. We just don't know. At least if we can start the trend, it may happen.
Yeah, definitely. That's the corporate social responsible way to do business. Take care of your customers.
Definitely.
And you'll have them for life. Or at least the life of their use of these products. I would really love to do. There's so many things in science that aren't being done, because right now the only science that's being paid for is the science to prove how bad it is because we need to ban it. So you got the Bloomberg bucks sponsoring that kind of science. Yep. And they have specifically, he's taken over like University of Bath to create this Eliminate Smoking College where all the research studies are based on that principle. And it's like, do the science to come up with this end result. That's not the way science is supposed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Science, you ask yourself a question and you try and prove yourself wrong.
It's definitely there. It's the whole idea. You've got to do tests, experiments, projects also to come up with a conclusion to see, what the result of that test, whatever it is, and at the moment it's all for negative. They're all trying to say, well, what damage does it do? What harm does it do? It's look on the positive side. What good does it do? You know what I mean?
And that's where the industry science comes in, and the thing is right now, Big Tobacco is the only one that can afford this kind of stuff, but they're literally doing the science to look at each of their products individually and say, okay, what kind of harms come out of it? What kind of chemicals come out of it? But the problem is that science is a trade secret.
Mm-hmm.
So us, the end users that want to know and learn this type of information, we don't have any access to any type of reliable information showing what, the HPV levels are of each of the individual components and byproducts made in these devices.
I probably think they just don't want to confuse people. I think they just want to give them the simple answer. Yes, it's good. No, it's not good. You know what I mean? I think there's probably that side as well. Like the simple answer.
I can't be the only consumer that wants to know the science, the actual science on the products that we're using.
Oh God, no! But
you know what I mean? Is a peach flavor more or less harmful than a custard? If you don't have DAP in there, because those are the 3 bad ingredients that they've labeled as we need to get rid of, which flavoring is safer than others to choose to use? And I understand, you're talking a minuscule percentage. One's 4%, the harm of cigarettes. One's 4.5%, one's 6%. At this point, it's negligible, but that information would be nice to know.
But even like on some, I'm not like on some bottles of juice here, like this one, it'll give you ingredients and it'll say vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, and then it'll say flavorings. So maybe they could add a bit more of a description with flavorings, perhaps, like they do on food products. What is in it, flavoring wise?
Yeah. But I mean, that would also get down into the nitty gritty of, trade secrets. They don't want you to know the recipe for, King's custard.
Well, I kind of get that, but at the end of the day, people want to know. They want to know, don't they? I mean, they've got to do it now, obviously, food packaging and everything. You never had anything like around 20, 30 years ago. Now you've got every vitamin, you've got everything on. So it works for food packaging. So, I mean, that technically is a food product when you think about it. You know what I mean? So it's ingested. So
it's been tested for ingestion. Even the FDA has, science that you can look up on the safety of the food ingredients, the flavoring ingredients that we use in these things. But that was for eating it, and what levels can you eat it before it causes any issues?
No, I'm not going to vape. I'm just going to drink it.
You're more than welcome to. If it's 0 milligram, you could put it in your cupcakes or your pancake batter. Or...
It could probably be a flavouring, couldn't it, for cooking if you'd left it as it was, wouldn't it? I don't know.
That's where it all came from.
It's still a minefield, though, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, time to make some liquids up here. Time for us to switch over.
What we're doing today.
Wonder what we're going to find today.
Any suggestions from chat? Have you got some flavors you would like to see if we can Mr. DJ Hunky Vape can make up today? Come on. Flavors.
What is Sherlock Holmes coming up with?
We're all open to ideas, boys and girls. It's a thing you're never going to run out of, is it? A flavour, is it, as such?
Dragon fruit ice cream.
Ooh.
We did the banana runts last time. There's the Christmas cake we did.
Sorry, Lance, the hog, and he comes out once in a blue moon in the house. I get rang. What I might do I might just go live on my mobile phone and stand at the door and just puff away.
Apple caramel cookie. What do you think of that?
Oh, that sounds nice. I do
You
like
that
apple.
one?
I do like apple stuff as well.
All right.
I like apple.
That's
and
what we'll make.
I like lemon.
That's
as
what
well.
we'll make, and I'll add it to your box.
Because I'm just trying another flavour here by Jam It Up, and it's called Lemon Jam Tart, and I'm quite liking it. It's bloody ooh. I got
You
a
want 120 of this as well?
Yeah, I got this
Okay.
bargain basement for $5. Can't be sniffed at.
Really?
For $5. Bargain basement $5. Lemon jam tart. I do like lemon juices as well. Really nice. Especially a drizzle cake. Lemon drizzle cake. Oh my God. Nom nom nom.
Yeah. Last bargain basement purchase I got was Graham Slam.
Wow.
But look how dark it is.
Oh, Jesus. How old's that?
This has probably been sitting on a shelf for quite some time.
Jesus, right. You could
From
use that
Mama
as a
San. And there's no date on it that I can find.
You could probably use that as a concentrate now, the colour of it.
We'll put that on a list today when these guys will pick it and we'll.
You could probably mix another 50 batches of that just off that.
We'll give it a try. You never know what it's going to be like.
Oh my God.
All right, so we're going to make you some apple caramel cookie. 3 is what you like it at. Making you 120 mils. So we save this. And let me round up these ingredients.
William Dobson is in the house, boys and girls. Welcome, William. Ooh. Mallory Gates has said, it is the holiday season. We got to have these seasonal items like candy canes and maybe a spiked eggnog. Ooh.
Ooh. I got some bourbon. I can put in some eggnog.
Yeah. Oh, just be happy with the bourbon, mate. Just give us the bourbon on its own.
Hey, listen, that's the number one thing that you're going to have to do. I'll send you some of this. I'll send you 30 mils of this bourbon. You can mix up your own e-liquid because the first thing you got to do is learn single flavor profiles.
Oh, yeah. Well,
so you take whatever flavor you buy and you mix yourself up a little tiny, even if it's just 10 mils.
Yeah.
Mix it up at, 1%, mix it up at 5% and learn what percentage and how strong that flavor is and what it tastes like.
Yeah. Definitely.
And you'd be surprised. Some of the ones you put it at 5% and it tastes like cough syrup, and at 1% it has a beautiful flavor exactly like what the bottle says. And then some of them it's the opposite. You mix it up at 1%, it doesn't taste like anything but vegetable glycerin. You get it at 5% and the flavors are starting to show up, and then you'll bump it up to 6 or 7 and find what you like to use it as.
So not only are you playing with the flavor itself, you're playing with the percentages as well.
There's no standard. Everybody's flavor concentrates are different concentrations.
Yeah.
Some of them are stronger than others. Some of them are weaker.
Ooh. William Dobson's come up with cinnamon tarts. Wow. Cinnamon tarts.
Well, I know the filling. The filling's easy. We talked about that last week.
Lance Wards, hide the spanner in the works. Turkey and stuffing juice. No. Seasonal, yes. Not no. You could add some cranberry sauce to that if you want. Oh dear. Not good.
1, 2, 3, 4, and sweetener. Fantastic.
Oh, no way. No way. Mallory Gates has replied to Lance Ward's comment. He said Dave Lloyd made a chicken fried rice.
That sounds really good.
God, a chicken fried rice. I'm sure we've been down this road before, haven't we?
Yeah, but we had this conversation. Dave Lloyd just spent $750 on food flavorings.
Really?
Just flavorings for his inventory. To be able to mix stuff up.
Wow. Including chicken fried rice, obviously. God, Bennett. I don't know, because there's times when in the early days of vaping, and you go to a bloke, oh, what are you vaping on? Oh, I'm vaping on, I don't know, strawberry cream. Oh, that sounds horrible. But then, you've tried and you've thought, this is pretty good, this. So we may mock some of the savoury flavours now, but you never know. Yeah, down the line, we could be vaping them quite regular as anything else. We could have a main course, like a chicken fried rice, followed by a strawberry ice cream for dessert. There you go. All we need now is a soup starter.
Depends on what people like and how accurate you can get that flavor profile.
Lemon bars. I think there's somebody that already does a lemon bar. Who the hell is it again? And it's nice as well.
Pippa Star has a wonderful lemon bakehouse recipe. I've mixed that up before.
Ooh.
And it uses a bunch of the lemon flavors. I mean, she submitted that to Wayne the one time, and I ended up buying the ingredients to make it and tasted it. When you first mix it up, it's like, okay, this just tastes like a wonderful lemon bakehouse thing, but you can't identify. It's not a cookie. It's not a cake. You don't know exactly what kind of lemon bakehouse it is. But it is a very pleasant vape. If you're just looking for just a subtle, beautiful lemon.
Definitely.
It's not too sweet. It's not too sharp. It's not too tangy. It's just pleasant.
Yeah, William Dobson's just said the lemon drizzle cake. Dusty County Road has said a caramel pecan bar. Or pecan bar, whichever I pronounce it. Mallory Gates made a butter pecan Hershey kiss, and that was not bad. Hershey kiss, did I say that correctly?
Hershey kiss?
Hershey kiss, yeah. A butter pecan Hershey kiss. Ian Thomas says Nevin's done a lemon bar in his neon sauce liquids, but he's not sure if they're available anymore. I don't mind a bit of lemon now and then, as in the vape.
That's a pain in the butt, though. How many flavoring companies have already gone out of business? I came across this website. Where the heck is it? Because last week you mentioned that recipe, that Nick Brosia custard.
Yeah.
They're using a Devon cream. It's CCW is the manufacturer, and people have been looking. It's Chef's Choice brand, Chef's Flavors, and they're closed now. So where are we going to get this Devon cream flavoring at?
Ah, that's a thought, isn't it? I think there are probably quite a few recipes that will need updating because of their closure. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. There must be thousands of recipes out there that use the chef's flavors and that are no longer available. So maybe they may have to check them out, maybe do a revamp or try something else or update them or whatever. You know what I mean? Because there is a difference.
Some of these flavors are so unique that it's like.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's hard to replicate. I mean, unless you live in the UK and you know what a Devon cream tastes like, it's kind of hard for anybody else to make it.
Or a clotted cream, for example, as well. That's a unique taste as well. But but like I said, you could get exactly the same flavour from two manufacturers, and they could be black and white. They could be totally different, but yet have the same name, profile, whatever.
And the thing is, even if you do get two exact flavors from two different manufacturers that taste the same, they may not mix at the same percentage. And they might interact differently with other flavors.
Oh, we've got Leo Barry. Welcome, Leo Barry. He said Cupcake World Devon Cream could be the same.
Yes. That was the suggestion on the Reddit forum about, what to use. And I do believe Cupcake World does have a valid website that's still in business.
Yeah, Ian Thomas again. This man, if you want a question or anything answered, Ian Thomas is your man to go to, right? He has stated Devon Cream CCW pretty much is Cupcake World, made and it was resold by chefs. Cupcake World are available from Amazon UK. I buy them directly from Cupcake World. So there you go.
Because I wouldn't be able to get them from Amazon UK. Amazon UK will not ship to the United States. That's the problem.
I wonder why.
You guys can buy so many things on Amazon in your your country. It's just unbelievable. You can order Smock products in Vaporesso, and
it works both ways. The stuff you guys can get that we can't get. Like I said, them flavoured pods for that
Yeah,
But
I
I
haven't
had
been able to find them. I looked around when I was sitting at the hospital, perusing different things. I didn't come across them.
Really? I'm surprised. I was like I say, that ambition vapes got them sent with his, so I thought that's the only reason I thought they'd be US only. But I could be wrong.
He might have ordered them from Canada. I don't know. That guy's, I believe, from his accent, is in Massachusetts.
I'm not sure where
East Coast accent.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where he's based. I just know he's American. Pretty much, that's about as far as my knowledge goes.
23.4.
Well, I'm gonna introduce this guy as it is, a famous tune. Enter the Sandman. He has entered the room. The Sandman has entered the room. Enter the Sandman.
It's been a long time since I heard that.
Well, we used to get a guy regularly. I mean, I think he's still kicking about. He used to pop in the chats and most like UK shows. And he was called Mr. Anderson. Well, I obviously done the Matrix, didn't I? It's Mr. Anderson. I used to intro him like that every time. It's Mr. Anderson. Used to get him every time. I mean, it was all fun, mate. But by the way, he's from Alaska.
Who's from Alaska?
It's the Sandman.
Ah.
He's coming.
I thought you were talking about the guy that did the review.
Yeah, he said, hey, what's up, guys? He said, hey, what's up, guys? Sorry I'm late at the party. I live here in Alaska. So he's just popped in. So you're very welcome.
The Sandman. In our chat.
Exactly. See, I've got that head. That song is now stuck firmly in my head now.
A lot of the songs from the 80s are like that.
Oh, man.
Once you get them, you can't get them out of your head. Bon Jovi, Poison, Rush, Def Leppard.
Apparently, it is news, guys. These are all Metallica fans. They are releasing a new album, and they're also going to be doing another tour. And we are hoping to come to the UK because my wife is a massive fan, and we will be going.
Awesome.
Simple, but apparently they're going back out on the road. Even Mallory Gates has got in on the act there. Mallory Gates has said, say your prayers, little one, don't forget my son to include everyone's tuck you in warm with, keep you in from free from sin till the Sandman he comes. Sorry if that sounded a bit gobbledygook because I was reading that way too fast. Awesome, man. Great stuff. Yeah, I've just found this. It's here. You little botty. I thought I'd put it somewhere else. Our little device just kicks out some bloody vapor. God.
What is today's date? The 6th of December.
It is.
Holy cow.
Oh, I forgot to mention, not only was it my daughter's 16th birthday yesterday, it was also my wedding anniversary to my wonderful better half.
Oh, congratulations.
Same day. 13 years.
Congratulations, mate.
Why we got married on the daughter's birthday, I'll never know. I think she thought the limelight got took away a bit. It is what it is. Leo Barry.
Apple caramel cookie.
Leo Barry has said last time he saw Metallica, they were the opening band for Merciful Fate and Motorhead. That was a couple of years ago. LMAO. Motorhead, God. I would love to have seen them.
Well, that sucked.
Oh, what?
I didn't tighten this cap down enough.
Oh, no. No way. You haven't. You're going to have to... I know you like dripping, mate, but you didn't have to drip too.
Listen, these coils on the shirt, they don't work.
Exactly. My God. There's still plenty there. It could have been worse. Could have been the whole bottle. I've done that before. Really, I have. You know, when you've took the cap off your bottle and it's been that full and you've squeezed it and the top's just come off and the whole bottle is just splattered over everything.
I had ordered caps or these bottles before, and I just got a bad batch of them. None of them wanted to stay sealed. They would all push down in, and when you were here doing it, it was fine. But if you took a full bottle and you squeezed it, that top always came off.
I've been there and done that. I've lost many a litre of juice doing that. And been very frustrated. Especially when it's a juice you're looking forward to. No. It's horrible stuff to get off as well, isn't it? You can wipe your hands all night and you'll still have VJ on there.
Nah, that's not that bad. Why do you think they use it to make hand lotion and...
Exactly. It'll absorb it. You'll have wonderful smelling hands then.
Oh, this does smell wonderful.
Oh, that's why the taste is there. Thank you, Lance.
It smells wonderful, but I don't get any real taste out of it yet.
Could it be a steeper?
Well, with the custard it was going to be. I expected that with a cheesecake.
Maybe the best part fell on your lap.
Nah, I don't think so. I shook it pretty good before I opened the thing up.
Just so-so, eh? Bit of a so-so.
Well, most liquids are when they first get them. Unless you like really crank the flavorings up in them. Like this watermelon, because especially that was formulated for a pod, the flavoring percentages are way up. And this thing, because it's just basically fruit and the flavors are contrasting and builds an actual profile. I mean, from the shake, that thing is fantastic and it gets better with time.
Lovely.
I'm surprised they only have the Fuji apples only 0.78. Mainly the cheesecake and the cookie and the caramel are going to be the majority of this profile.
Ah.
If it was me,
Would you put more apple in?
I'd put some Flavrz apple filling in there because this thing is really good on the spices that you would put into a baked apple. That's cinnamony and nutmeg, and
That's right, yeah.
I'll put some of that in there.
That would
Even
be
just
good.
1% of that would be enough to like give you more of that baked apple
That would be good.
sensation. But I mean, this is an apple caramel cookie. You don't really taste apple in a caramel cookie.
No.
You're going to get mainly cookie and then, you know, the caramel, you know, sweetness off of that. So, well, we'll see what it steeps out as.
I would have thought if there was like a bit of an apple in it, like you say, maybe the cinnamon apple, you might get the
I get the
backwood.
scent of the apple, but I don't get any flavor of an apple.
I'm with you.
So,
It's a strange one.
Listen, if you asked 100 people to make you an apple caramel cookie, they would all be completely different.
Definitely.
Some of them would have little chunks of apple in it. Some of them would puree the apple. Some of them would make it out of applesauce and add that to the cookie dough.
It's like everything. There's different ways to skin a cat, isn't there?
Exactly. Always multiple ways to skin a cat.
Dusty
Who else
County
joined the
Road
party here?
The Dusty County Road was just asking there, is that watermelon or is it watermelon melon that you had?
Watermelon.
Watermelon, not watermelon. No. Good man.
And it was the pod formulation of it. So the percentages are actually cranked up from what Wayne's original watermelon recipe is.
That's awesome. There
So
you
we
go.
got William Dobson. We talked about the Sandman, and then Leo Barry's also joined the party.
He has.
He was the one that left the comment about the last time he saw Metallica. They were the opening band for Merciful. Hot diggity.
Yeah, I think a lot of these bands, they just disappear for a while, and where they can record. I mean, we've got who's coming back? Is he? Oh, what the hell do they call him again?
Listen, we're not as young as we used to be. We're not spring chickens, as I like to frequently tell my children. So the bands that we listened to in the 80s, let's be realistic. How old are these guys now?
I know
They were in their 30s when we were in the 80s.
Is that they're a test of time that they're still doing it at that age and still sounds just as good? You know what I mean?
Let's put this in the context, okay? When I grew up, I loved listening to Alabama, right? I went and saw their 50th reunion tour.
I know, but on the other side, the coin, look at the Rolling Stones. I mean, they are prehistoric, and they're still packing out stadiums.
Yeah.
Maybe
A lot of these
what?
guys are prehistoric. They're old dinosaurs anymore.
It's like, that's how I was thinking of Ollie Murs. He won X Factor or something about 70 years ago, and he just disappeared, and all of a sudden he's getting a new album out. I mean, come on. But you don't think though, at Christmas time, a lot of like bands, singers, whatever you want to call them, who you haven't heard, all come out the woodwork for Christmas. I mean, Cliff Richard, for example. We haven't seen sight or sound of him for God knows how long. And now Sir Cliff Richard has now got a Christmas album out. There you go. Happy days.
Why do you think the radio stations, some of them switch to exclusively Christmas songs
Exactly.
this time of year? And you'll hear, all kinds of artists put out Christmas songs.
But the thing is, a lot of them have been re-released in the UK charts. I don't know if they are in the US charts the same, but a lot of them have been re-released. And my question is, right, you've heard of Band Aid, haven't you? Do They Know It's Christmas? Huge charity song.
Sure.
Now, if that has been re-released, are the takings from that tune still going to the charity?
Now, that is a good question.
Or are they going in Mr. Geldof's offshore bank account?
I'm sure that's where it's going.
Still
We
got
were
the
on our
money.
trip back from Cleveland yesterday. We were sitting there talking, and the conversation came up about, who's the richest person in the world right now? Elon Musk.
Oh, it's that guy who's just bought Twitter is the one that jumps out of mind for me. But then you've got
Elon Musk, $212 billion.
Wow.
Jeff Bezos slipped down the scale.
Really? Well, I'll be.
He was the number one richest person in the world during COVID because of the fact that his shares of Amazon stock went through the roof during COVID, during lockdown. Everybody was ordering from Amazon.
That's right, yeah.
But now that we're back to normality, or whatever the new normal is, his share slipped. And obviously his divorce with his wife has also taken a good chunk of assets.
Oh, God, she done all right.
So, but it was looking at the list, and there was like so many people on there I didn't even recognize. There's somebody in there from France.
Like I said, I would have thought Bloomberg would be up there. Obviously, that guy who bought Twitter would be up there.
He wasn't in the top 10.
Was he not?
Nope.
Yeah. Very surprised.
That's probably has something to do with the fact that the top 10 billionaires in the world have exponentially increased their assets. 20 years ago, the richest person in the world was only like $35 billion.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos was the first person to cross 100 billion.
It's kind of grown like that anyway with across the board a lot of stuff. I mean, for example, take the Premier League, for example. I remember when Alan Shearer was bought by Newcastle for £15 million. That was the most expensive footballer ever. Now look at them. £15 million wouldn't even buy you his left foot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For one game.
Exactly. So whoever owns the Premier League must be far behind these people, I tell you, because they must be sitting pretty.
Yeah.
God. Wow.
I understand that, these athletes only have so much of their life to give to the sports. So they need to earn all of their income in roughly a 10-year period.
Yeah, definitely.
Before they're no longer physically fit enough to be able to compete with the next generation that's coming on the field. But
then again, you've got that Polish player, Modric, 37-year-old, and he's in a World Cup. You know what I mean? It's. I think people are obviously lasting a bit longer than what they used to. You know what I mean?
Well, we know the USA, what team wasn't going to be able to make it, anywhere near the top.
Well, they had a good run, without a doubt. But I think now you're seeing the quality side start to shine. I mean, we've got France. I'm not optimistic. I think France will beat them. Because that player, they've got that Mbappe, he's just something else. He's just out of this world. He's just unplayable. You can't stop him. And I think we'll struggle with him. But you never know. Football's a funny old game, as we always say.
Yeah. You can never tell how it's going to turn out.
It's what happens on the day, isn't it?
It still cracks me up. I watched that whole game, listened to it in Spanish, and neither side scored. It was 0-0.
I think
and it's not like hockey where you'd at least have some fights or some penalty time or something.
I actually think there was a guy had a YouTube channel on that about all the foreign commentators when that team scored. You hear them go, oh yeah. It was quite funny.
Mallory says that's why she likes the NFL. She likes American football.
I kind of get to grips with it. Just too many stops and starts for me. It's just
that's my problem with football. With American football is you literally watch this thing for hours, and they only play for maybe 20 actual minutes.
That's what I mean. There's too many.
The rest
stops
of the time is lining up, repositioning. Deciding what the penalty is going to be and who it's on, and whether it's 10 yards back or what, or it's measuring to see if they actually got the first down.
Yeah, it's a weird one to get to grips with. I just find it very. I don't mind watching it like now and then, but I just find it very hard to just sometimes think, what the hell are the rules for this game?
Oh, the rules aren't that hard to understand. I mean, some of the rules in soccer. I was a referee when I was growing up.
Right.
And, some of the rules there are kind of questionable too, because it's like when you have two players that sit there and they make contact with each other, which one actually gets the penalty?
Well, this is it. But no, you just got to blow on them now and that's it. Foul.
Yep.
There's
your red card.
Years ago, I mean, the 70s, 80s, like, say 70s especially, they'd just be bone crunching tackles and you could get away with it,
Yeah.
And earlier on, you could go for a header and header the goalkeeper in the net with the ball and you would still get the goal.
Listen, that's why Australian rules football is the perfect compromise.
Exactly. There's no
because that rugby, let me tell you, man, they're constantly moving, they're constantly running, they're constantly throwing the ball, they're always making contact. I mean, it's like somebody took American football, soccer, and hockey and made them play on a big field and said, okay, there you go, here's your new sport.
Exactly. Brilliant.
I love to watch it growing up. I love watching Australian rules football.
Football's a contact sport, and you've seen them. They go down, they think they're being shot. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oscar of '95 award and all this stuff. Come on. I think that's what they should do. You know, they should start scoring people going down like that they do on athletics. Oh yes, he caught him on the back of the shin, and that was a wonderful triple backflip when he went down there. It was fantastic. You know what I mean?
Listen,
Extra
the only
points.
way that soccer would ever become popular in the United States is if they put a cager on the field and they didn't stop moving until somebody was a winner.
That would be good.
You had one member left on the field.
That's it. Boy, last man standing.
Last man standing.
Or to be politically correct, last person standing. Sorry.
Yep. Got to show Kenny the Iron Curtain of the Steelers. It's like running into a brick wall.
Oh, I bet. When I used
But the
to watch
Steelers aren't like they used to be back in the 70s. You know, back even the Browns, when I grew up, the Steelers-Browns game was like a match that everybody in the country wanted to watch.
I used to watch it a long time ago. Was it the Fridge? That bloke called the Fridge. Can't remember who he played for, but he was ginormous apparently, and his nickname was the Fridge. I don't know who he played for, like, but he was one big man. Let's just say that.
Oh yeah.
But it seemed like here what rugby plays, what rugby union, rugby league. Now the difference is very, but even them, you know, these are guys who are like 20 plus stone, solid muscle. You know, somebody like that plowing into you must be getting hit like by a truck. You know what I mean?
You get hit by a Mack truck.
Exactly. It's like, not for me.
Yeah. A lot of these guys that played, you know, back in the 70s on the Steelers team, they would anybody that had to play with them said that it was literally getting head on with a Mack truck on a highway.
Kind of like that. Like all your defense were these men that were 6 foot wide by 8 foot tall, and all your forwards were these little skinny guys that could run like the wind.
Apathy Miller popped in saying hi. He's on his way back from Florida to Mississippi. Still got 11 hours to go, and he's already tired of.
Wow.
Drive safe, buddy.
You do, yeah. Take it easy, man. We've got Juice Man in the room, and he said Fridge Perry played for the Bears. There you go. Thank you very much for that. The Bears.
The
That's the
Chicago
Chicago
Bears.
Bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Good
Well,
stuff.
I think it's time to switch back over. We'll take a look at the Solomon RTA.
I'm very interested in this. I might end up buying that as well. See, you look at this mod, guys, and I end up going to buy it.
And this is all the Geek Vape Creed. This is what, you know, got this phenomenon opened up for our eyes. Having a replaceable cap with different types of airflow cut into that. I had to rewick this one. It's quite disgusting. But here we go.
Solomon. Ooh. But that's
Now
a
this
pro
is for the
me.
dual coil.
That's a pro for me. It's got top airflow. They're kind of cute, them, aren't they? Them little chimneys.
Yeah,
Look like
and
the
then
end
this
of
is
a-
the single
look like
coil.
the end of a- They look like the end of a
Single
bullet.
coil cap.
Ah, they're cool.
Interesting.
It is.
And it's top flow, top airflow.
Yeah, that's a pro for me. I love top airflow tanks. Like, absolutely love them.
Very interesting how it's set up like that. This actually makes contact with that center chimney in there. And then the outer portion of that is what actually brings the airflow all the way down to here.
That's right. Yeah, I'll come in and gone through.
Interesting.
Apathy Miller is in the house. Hello, sir. Madam, whatever. Hello, Apathy.
And they actually give you a set of coils to go with it.
Oh, that's good.
Sparrow rings and a little tiny screwdriver.
Oh, the magic. Oh, it's black. It's not the little blue one. It's a black one. They've got to be
Yeah, the
different.
black one.
Yeah, I've never seen a black one. It's always blue. That could be a rare collector's item, that one.
And it's not a straight or a Phillips.
Eh?
It's a hex.
It's a hex key. Ah, that's probably why it's black.
I have to cover up the sticker for the URL code.
Yep. You don't be putting that
The
on.
double coil cap and a single coil cap.
That's cool.
Nice.
Good idea.
Let's see how they implemented it.
Lance Ward has commented that it has a very noisy airflow. Ooh, I suppose we'll find that one out, won't we?
Lance Ward seems to have a lot of experience with these older tanks. That's fantastic.
Oh, your better half is in chat as well, sir. Hello, Mrs. Hunky.
They're never going to let her take another 4-day weekend again.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
She was hoping to be able to do, at least one weekend a month, having 2 consecutive days in a row.
Well, when in Rome, you know what I mean.
Nice hex. Pull
Juice
out our
Man.
tool.
Juice Man has also commented that he has that Solomon. I hope you find it good, sir, as we are about to find out. Ooh.
Interesting how they have these notches in the deck for the cap.
I'd like to locate it because I'm just wondering if when you tighten it up, obviously it'll spin with it or it'll either lock on the deck, one of the two.
So it literally locks into there.
Yeah. Poster style deck, pretty much. The only thing is, like I say, is that maybe your coils might be something to check when you do.
About 3 millimeters depth.
3 mil deep, yeah.
So let's see. Go with 5.
Why not?
And I'm going to be OCD like I normally am.
Lance Water said he's got a very big collection of mods and tanks thanks to being single.
That'll do it.
Fair enough. Juice Man said he's never used his Solomon. Oh, wow. Get it out, man. Get it going. Get it going.
Got a stinger there.
Dusty County Road said they look like nice clappings. They are clappings, aren't they? Nice. Look like
Yeah.
clappings. These look pretty decent for being supplied with. I need to get myself some of them, some of them nylon pliers. I've been meaning to get some for months and months and months, and like I say, when I come to get them, I just forget.
Amazon.
Oh yeah, Amazon. Well, where else?
I got a pair of them, and I think it was only 13, 14.
Yeah. I could probably do with a new set of cutters as well. Like mine are pretty well used and they're starting to die. William Dobson has counter comment and said, I am married and still have a large collection of 150 plus mods. Gave up counting the RDAs and RTAs. Jesus, that's a lot. If you've got an understanding wife, that's half the battle. That's all I'd say to that one.
It's cheaper and safer than a motorcycle.
Well, this is it. Just think though, you know, when you do pass on, just imagine who's going to get all of that. You think like they've had their birthday 5 times over. Oh, look at all these I'm getting. Wow. I don't think I could keep that many, to be honest. I can only keep so many, then I'd have to move them on or something. I don't think I wouldn't have the room. I mean, imagine though, as a hobbyist over the years, the amount of stuff you can accumulate, man.
Well, especially if you've had multiple hobbies over the years.
Yeah. God, what?
When I was younger, I used to do woodworking, but the problem with woodworking is my allergies prevented me from doing it.
Ah, right. I used to tinker on a wood lathe in my day now and then as well. Wasn't mine, of course.
You can get a lot of things secondhand around here, especially Facebook, you know, marketplaces now where people are.
Well, like you said, you can get miniature machines anyway for the home. You can get miniature bench lathes, you can get miniature bench engineering lathes, you can get miniature bench woodworking lathes, you can get miniature bench, you know, like drill stroke mills machines, you know. I mean, everything's miniaturized now where you can get it at home.
Well, the advantage for us over here is Harbor Freight Tools.
Yeah.
And now that they've opened up stores all across the country, I mean, even up at camp, they have our Harbor Freight store that you can go and you can buy, you know, literally workbench, miniaturized drill presses and milling lathes and metal lathes.
It's phenomenal what you can get now for the home, innit? You know, with 3D printers, laser cutters, laser etchers, all get them home. I mean, you can't make anything industrial on them, obviously, you know, they're just for the hobbyist, but you can't get them, that's the thing. I like that one. Lance Ward said, William Dobbs, my life is so much better single, mods and quads for me. William said, nah. Every time another one turns up, I face the music as I proudly won every competition. I like that. Apathy Miller states, I have a good small metal lathe. I just need a shed garage to set up all my stuff in. That's the next project. Just finished my kitchen last week. I've been working for the last 8 weeks or so. Well done, you, sir. Well done. Yeah. You can have some fun
I've
on
seen
lathe,
your
man.
pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, you can have some. You
From
can
your
have some
project.
You can have a bit of fun on lathes, man. You'd be surprised what you can make, even on a mini one. You can probably make a mech mod on a mini lathe, easy.
Little on the loose side, but it'll be enough to do the job.
Of course. Well, it does expand anyway, doesn't it, with the juicing, so.
But you won't be getting any crackle.
Nope.
This is why Muji pads were so popular for so long.
Dusty County Road has commented, you can take a pair of pliers and get some electrical shrink and make some if you like DIY stuff. Yeah, it's food for thought, like, but For the cost of what they are, you may as well just go and buy some, I think, you know what I mean? Rather if they're cheap enough to buy, it's worth buying them.
Here we got Nick's little package.
Yep, Nick's package. Yep, I tell you, he's got a canny bit there. He'd be buzzing with that one. And the comb out to go on top of it, and the comb out as well. God, he's going to be well chuffed with that. Yeah, it looks pretty good, man. Looks all right. As always.
Good enough. Little long, I think.
Possibly. You'll probably find out when you try to stick it all in the hole, so to speak.
Hanging down below the deck.
It's not too bad, but the juice wells out. I mean, they don't look too bad. They look for depth wise, like. Wow. And drop them bad boys in.
And there's plenty of room.
Yeah, look a decent size, don't they?
Yeah. Portions are nice on that.
Yeah.
So I guess the next question is, what juice are we going to use on this one?
Ooh.
Let's go and create ourselves a little poll. Let you guys vote on it.
Yeah, guys, what do you think? What's choices? I might have a sneaky vote myself. Oh God. Dusty country roads, states. I like Muji. It's a good thing. It's a good job I've got enough to last us years. it does kind of, doesn't it? Banana and Graham Slam. Ooh.
Those are your choices.
Ooh. I'm gonna go for the Graham cut. Stood there for ages. Seeing that, like, banana has took a major early lead.
60%.
Yeah, it's shot straight out. $67. Banana.
Lance, we're all over the hill.
Oh yeah.
It creeps up on you before you realize it.
52, you're a young boy, man. You're still a young pup. I wonder if that quote is really true. You're only as young as you feel.
Yes and no. Like everything, you know, there's truth to both sides of the story.
I'm normally I feel older, not younger. On some days. Like, whoa.
Also depends on what you're doing.
True enough.
When I'm up at camp, I feel all kinds of young, energetic, enthusiastic, no stress, no worries in the world. You come home and you got nothing but work loaded up, piled up, you're backlogged on things. It's like, man, if I was younger, I could just do an all-nighter and get caught up with all this stuff.
Easy.
Flat Cap Vapor, hello and welcome.
Oh, hi, Flat Cap. Long time no see. That is one
Glad
of
to
our
have you here.
That is one of our UK reviewers for all you guys in the US that don't know. And if you don't know, where have you been?
Well, YouTube censorship has probably kept you away from him. Kenny, you pointed out a reviewer that I do end up, after seeing the channel, recall watching one of his videos probably 2-3 years ago.
Probably will.
Ambition Vapors or something?
Ambition, yeah.
But I subscribed to his stuff a long time ago. Somehow I got unsubscribed from his stuff.
Really?
And I've never come across his videos or was suggested to watch his videos.
I mean, he's still around. I mean, I think he's vamped his studio or he's changed his studio a bit, but he's still around, you know. I mean, I don't know if he did disappear for a while. He might have.
Well, if his accent is true to form, he lives in a state that's already banned all these things.
Possibility. It could be a possibility.
So, I mean, he'd have to travel outside of the state or, get things sent to him that aren't supposed to be sent to that state or...
Flat Pat, you haven't been getting more strikes, have you? He says, hey, chaps, YouTube hates me. I know it is. It's getting really bad, man. YouTube for vapors over here lately. They're getting strikes. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but they're getting strikes left, right, and centre for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Videos 5-10 years old are getting strikes over ridiculous things.
Or even like, your historic videos that you made 5-6 years ago when the rules were different then, by the way, and they're striking you on them for the new rules. Mad,
Yeah.
man. They can't strike you on historical stuff when you were you were within the rules at that time. I mean, come on. Really?
That's what I don't understand. If they change their rules, there shouldn't be any penalty for any previous videos that were compliant back in the day, but now violate their rules.
That is exactly it.
They should basically unlist them and give you a notification that at such and such time in your video that violates the new rule, and this is the rule that it violates.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to delete it? Do you want to edit this video to become compliant?
I mean,
it's the same thing for copyright stuff. If you upload something that had 6 seconds of copyrighted music from some artist somewhere in the world, it gives you the option. Do you want to mute this section of the thing and become compliant, or do you want to leave it there and let them collect all the revenue?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Instead of like getting, striking them for a video they made 10 years ago, which they've now got to go, and if they've got a large library of videos, they're now got to go searching through to find this video. You know what I mean? Can you imagine somebody who's got 500, 600, 700, even more? Imagine having to go through all of them. Wow.
Ian Thomas said that he used to subscribe to Ambitions. He's in Boston. I don't ever see any reviews. If he still does them, they don't turn up on my searches.
He's still going.
I watched one that was uploaded 4 days ago. At least, well, that was last week when I watched it. But
you done the review on this Moto X, the Mini Moto X. He's still ticking about. Definitely still kicking about, and he's still making new content, because I think he's put another one up about the I think it's a Free Max something 2. It's a 200 watt box mod.
Mm-hmm.
He's just done a review on that. A day or so ago, if that. Pretty recent. But like I say, he's not doing as much as he used to. But like I say, like Apathy Miller's just there, literally said there, he's doing a lot less what he used to do, but he's still doing them. maybe like you say, that's the availability. Is Boston? Is Boston a banned state for flavors? Did you say
Flavored.
Boston? Yeah, maybe that could be why. Or
It's
whether
ridiculous.
it does affect people. I mean, like I said, some people like that's only a flavor ban, but like I say, for guys who review stuff and that, it's massive.
Yeah. Especially when you're getting started and you have to literally purchase everything that you do a review on.
Well, a lot of people, including myself, you start doing juice reviews because that's the cheapest way to get into it. And if you can't get any flavored juices, well, the expense gets more because you've got to go and then start buying hardware, which again is now getting pretty pricey as well. The prices of the hardware has gone up absolutely madness.
Well, it also doesn't help when the state implements taxes on the things that they do finally allow to, come through.
Yeah.
70% taxes, it just doubles the price of the product.
Scary, isn't it?
And then with the vape mail ban, they have to have a courier that delivers your items so that you can get your signature. And they can track the delivery from the actual warehouse all the way to your front door and make sure that you were the one that signed for it, not somebody else. Do these couriers all follow the rules? No. I've ordered stuff that got, delivered by courier. It took 3 months to get it here. And the night that it was delivered, he just threw it on the front porch and ran back in his car to finish his deliveries.
See ya.
I got more signature confirmation when I was getting it through the post office. During COVID.
Pretty much every time I'm getting a vape product that requires a signature, I've never signed for one yet. I'll just give it and walk away. Will that be from a commercial premises or commercial seller or a private seller? I've never had to sign for anything vape related delivered to my door. Except for this package that's stuck in bloody customs, like from Australia, but there you go. I've had a good run. Crazy, man.
Where are we staying with this poll? How's it going there?
We're Graham Slam now, 58%, Bonnie lad. Oh, 58%. It's creeping up.
So we flipped. It was banana, now it's Graham Slam.
The banana shot off, and now we're down to 50. It's still pretty close. Like, it's not a mile away. Graham Slam.
Mallory Gates says hardware can be found on the cheap. Just spent $66 for 3 RDAs and her third MVV2.
Oh, that's the one I've got. Remember that gold one I had the other week? That's what I've got, one of them. You get them in loads of colours.
Yeah.
They're a cracking mod. You can, if you look about, you can. I mean, like I say, if you look about and you buy the older stuff, you can get the older stuff for next to nothing. It's just the new shiny stuff, the new release that's cost through the earth. But if you're prepared to wait till all the hype's over and all the crap's over, the prices plummet within a year.
Juice Man says that UPS still delivers vape stuff to him. It all depends on the seller.
Yeah.
It really does. All right, so final tally on our flavorings. Graham Slam, 58% to banana, 41%.
So
we get to try this ancient history Graham Slam. Is it going to taste like Golden Grams?
I hope it hasn't gone off.
Don't matter to me.
We'll soon tell by the face. Like I say, it's more of a concentrate now. It's not a liquid anymore. It's a concentrate. I'm just wondering if it's actually solidified in there. Is it sure it's still malleable? Really, how long you had that standing? Roughly.
Tastes like a gram, but it is pretty potent.
It's gonna dilute that down on you a little bit. Holy moly, man. Dusty Country Road has said it's a custard. It gets better with time. But yeah, within reason. Not 20 years.
It's this gram.
Why, that is dark, isn't it?
Sure is.
Looks like treacle.
All right, let's get this cap on here.
Well, that must be the longest steep time in history. That's all I'm going to say.
It's nice how it locks in like that.
Yeah, it's nice the way it locates. Spot on that, like, isn't it? That's pretty cool, that, like.
What kind of top cap does this have?
I like the shape because it's domed as well, so you're gonna get that bit concentration on you. It's not like a straight-sided one; it's domed. So I'm just wondering if it'd be a bit even better airflow and flavour off it.
And it's a screw on.
Pity the chimney wasn't domed and all. Dusty Country Road has commented any dogger, you might think it was a coffee.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at the colour of that. Look, there could be a tobacco and all, a couple of things with it.
Listen, if it's too potent, all I got to do is break it down 50-50, turn it down to a 3.
Yeah. You never know. You might be pleasantly surprised. Because sometimes a knuckle test and a vape test can be two different things altogether.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty potent on the knuckle test. Matchy.
Lance Ward says Evolution Vapes have amazing deals at the moment. Wow, that's top. You can barely see that logo.
0.18. Just airflow.
But what did you got it set at? Because you don't like it too hot.
65.
65 watts.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's kind of like golden grams. I get the milkiness from it.
How long has that been sitting? Truthfully, how long would you say that's been sitting there?
2 years.
Wow.
That's before I opened it. I don't know how long it was sitting on the shelf before I ordered it.
Dear me, 2 years. Well, there you go, boys and girls. If you've got a question, how long does e-liquid last? There's your answer.
Would it have tasted better 2 years ago? Oh, I'm sure it would have.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
It's not muted, but the golden gram is kind of like it's a darker, it's like a caramelized golden gram.
But how's
The milk is
tank?
beautiful in it.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
So what's your thoughts on the tank? Is it okay? Airflow all right and
The
everything?
tank is good.
Yeah.
It's not really whistly.
Definitely noisy though. You don't even have to sit that close to hear it. It's definitely noisy.
Yeah, you
That
can definitely hear
doesn't
the airflow in it. There's no question about that.
That doesn't bother me, the noisy air. Just never has.
Nope. But it's a nice cloud chucking tank.
Yeah. Obviously plenty of flavour coming through it.
About the same airflow restriction as the Arbiter 2.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more than the Arbiter 2. Not quite as much as the original Arbiter.
Is it fully open there or you got it shut down?
Fully open. And it's good flavor. Yeah, they did good. I really like how that airflow comes all the way down in and then you got that chimney that directs it. I like it. They did a nice job.
Wow. Mallory Gates said, if stored right, e-juices can stay good for years. I know people in DIY that has had 10-year-old nicotine taste just fine. 10 years. Wow.
Yeah, but once you add it to the flavoring and then the VG and the PG, and then you expose it to light and the air from when you first mixed it, like the commercial juices, I don't think that they like inject argon or nothing in the top of this whenever they seal it and make it. So the air that's in there is going to degrade that nick a little bit. But I don't get any pepperiness out of this at all.
That's awesome.
Still tastes like a Golden Gram.
Apathy Miller says he's got 8-year-old Nick, which just tastes like new.
Yeah, I've got some in the freezer, and obviously I've got the one bottle that I'm currently using that's out here. So it's climate controlled. The temperature's not adjusting in it, but being that it's a big bottle, I should probably have, you know, some argon to inject in there every time I decanter it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that decanter it into a bunch of small bottles. It pairs up with this coffee really good.
Apathy Miller then states long-term liquids he hasn't had much luck with. So the Nick kind of lasts, but maybe the liquids don't, perhaps, or whatever. I don't know. Depends on how you store it, I guess.
And it also depends on the liquid. Like I've got some Salty Man Purple Rain here that I ordered when it was on clearance sale, back when the PMTA stuff was first hitting, and they literally sold it for half of the normal price. I've got some stuff there, and I can pull out a bottle, and it's going to be clear because it's just grape flavoring.
That's weird.
There's some pink milk and some apple juice as well.
Holy moly.
There's no nick in it, so there's nothing to degrade.
Ah. Still clear as a bell, isn't it? Yeah. That's weird, that, like. Clear as a bell and all, yeah. Damn. How long you had them ones, would you say?
Same time.
2 years. Wow.
Coming on 2 years, yeah.
Weird.
Not bad.
Then again,
Fantastic.
if it's a juice I like, it doesn't even last 2 days, so
Oh, no.
2 years.
That was before I got into DIY, though. I was literally, you know, trying to stock up for the vape apocalypse, and figured, you know, if I can get a good bargain on it. Hey, Skint, welcome to the show.
Hello, sir. I'm surprised you popped in. You're a retiree.
If you have some time, well, you're more than welcome to come on the show.
Yeah,
You can banter with us back and forth.
therefore.
But those are fantastic flavors. I'm definitely going to be enjoying that the rest of the day. And I don't think I need to bother messing with this. Well, we aren't even reached 2 hours, so how about we do a random recipe? And I suppose it's time to open up the Wismac Active.
Oh,
This got so much crap when it was first released
What
because
is
it's
that?
going to be attracting the kids because it's got a Bluetooth speaker built into the mod.
oh my God, really? Where the hell did you find that? Where did you find that from? Really?
Yeah, I ordered it. I wanted it when it first came out, but everybody ran out of them because it was such a great idea. Everybody seemed to like it. You know, you can sit there and play music from your phone onto your Bluetooth speaker. Obviously, the battery's not going to last as long because it's sitting there playing music. And you're also using it to vape.
That doesn't surprise me at all, Skin. I'm the kid with a pen on your knee.
There's nothing wrong with having a bouncing baby boy or girl on your knee. However, I do think people might have an issue if you were vaping while you did it.
Yeah, possibly. Mallory Gates commented, I split my nicotine into 60 ml cobalt glass bottles with a spray of wine preserver. 3,000 mLs, 2 years old, not a sign of degradation, can't even get that, degradation, while our buddy Glant says it develops microbes. There you go.
If it's in PG, I don't understand how it could possibly develop any microbes.
Well, this is the thing, yeah.
Because PG's been used as an antimicrobial in hospital ventilation systems
For
longer than I've been alive.
Yeah. Oh well.
She's a looker.
Where do you find these things? You're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Wow. It's
Built-in
just a
battery.
normal box mod. Well, that's a normal box mod with a speaker in it.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. I can only vaguely remember something like that. Very, very vaguely remember something like that.
And because of the layout that they have it with the 510 here and the speakers and stuff, it's a built-in LiPo.
Well, it will be, because we got to put the batteries, you know what I mean? Holy shit.
So you have the power on button here. You have an up and a down button.
The thing that fascinates me, right? You've got all this retro stuff that's probably now out of the arc, and yet you've never opened it. It's still sealed in bloody packages.
Yeah.
What the hell? You never even been curious to just have a look at something.
80 watt max. Doesn't round robin.
Holy moly.
Yep, rubberized finish on the outside.
I think you should change your channel to vintage vapes.
I'm trying to get you to see the markings they have on this.
Holy moly.
So we have a power button.
Oh, check that box, mate, or you'll get hammered to death as any socials on there, mate.
Well, yeah. It's just a black box.
Jesus Christ. I suppose that next step will be a brand name. You'll be getting wrong for putting brand names in show next. This is a such and such mod by beep, beep, beep. But never mind.
So on the other side, you have a play button. You have a play previous button, and you have a next button, and then you have an on and off button for the Bluetooth.
My God.
It's the Wismic Active.
I don't know if I could dig that. I don't know if that'd be pretty irritating. Music play while you're vaping. Fucking hell. And come on. The size of it, the sound quality is not going to be exactly great, is it? The speakers are going to be tiny and tinny, aren't they? I mean, how? I don't know. It's weird. Absolutely weird.
I'd have to put some licensed music on this phone to play it.
And here's me home would hear a bit of Metallica. Holy moly, man.
Bluetooth mode.
That's just so weird. Absolutely weird.
There's no display for the Bluetooth functions.
Bluetooth connecting. Please wait.
Nah, there's just something not right about that for me. Like, I mean, imagine, oh, I don't know. You can like hook it up to take phone calls, you know what I mean? Vape and you're champing away with your mates.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Trying to connect it to my phone.
Bluetooth mode.
Connecting.
It's probably not even compatible with the phone. It's thinking what that phone's probably thinking, what the fuck's that I'm trying to connect with a dinosaur? You know what I mean? You'll have to get something like an old Nokia out the cupboard or something. iPhone 3 or something might connect. You never know.
Listen, I got some old Motorola phones I could pull out if I need to.
Motorola, fucking hell, they still can in Motorola. Holy moly. Dusty County Road says that thing could probably take a beating. It will take a beating if it won't connect to your phone because it'll be getting thrown. Holy moly.
I wanted to play through the Bluetooth.
I don't know. I really don't know on that one. Like,
Trying to get it to connect.
well, has Bluetooth changed much over the years, or it's still pretty much the same?
Well, it's a different standard, but each standard is backwards compatible.
Ah. Backwards being the word. I bet your phone's probably louder than that. Do you know that?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Pair new device.
Well, folks, this is now going to be an extended show while we wait for this Bluetooth to connect.
Bluetooth connecting. Please wait.
It doesn't help that I've got all these LED lights behind me that are also on the Bluetooth setup.
Oh my god.
There it is. Wismic active.
Is it getting
There.
it?
Bluetooth connected successfully.
No way. Oh my god, it's connected to a dinosaur. That's not that loud. Get away. Hey, that's not that loud. Nah, your microphone. That, like, your microphone is doing the enhancement. It's not like that. Holy shit.
And it's controlling the songs on the phone too.
My god. That's definitely come out of that mod. You're not shit.
Now here's the real question. Can I take this new tank that we just got?
The real question is that thing for real or what? They know it. My god. What if it mutes it when you vape?
I think it did. because now it's playing on my phone.
Well, there you go, folks. Alex is vaping the fucking radio.
Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth connected successfully.
Lord,
So you can listen to music and vape at the same time.
that's so odd. That is so weird.
But as you can see, the battery's already taken a hit.
Will we? Because that's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's only half charged. That's typical when they give you a new device, you know. They only half charge the device whenever they put it in the package.
Well, there you go. I never thought I'd see the day Alex was vaping a radio. You know what I mean? I may have to get one now out of curiosity. I'm curious now, like. We should have one each, and we'll both get them going on the show.
Fantastical.
I like that one, Skins. Like, some things don't change, do they, mate?
I love it. I'm so glad I picked this thing up because, I mean, like I said, this thing took a lot of shit when it first come out because they're like, oh, if anything's going to attract the kids, it's going to be a Bluetooth mod. Why would anybody make a Bluetooth mod? Because it isn't just the kids that like this stuff.
There you go. Ian Thomas is bungered out, so take care, Ian. Thanks for popping in.
Take care, Ian. Thanks for coming by.
Oh my God, I've seen it all now. Like, I've just seen it all now.
I love it. Thanks to Epidemic Sound, being able to play it on my phone, still be in compliance.
I'm kind of blown away by it a bit, actually. Like, the fact that, I mean, I heard of, I can't remember which did another company do these, and it was just a shambles, and everybody just absolutely hammered it. I wonder who it was. But your microphone must be doing that justice as well. Like, I mean, come on. It's not that good.
I don't know. Just played it. I didn't change the settings at all.
I had an awful amount of bass in it for a little tinny speaker. I'm telling you.
It's not a little tinny speaker. It's a legit Bluetooth speaker.
Wow.
And it's sitting here taking a charge. And I can vape while it's charging.
That is so weird. I'm gonna have to get me one of these. Like, I'm just a curiosity. This, like, what's it called?
Wismec Active.
A Wismec Active. I wonder if you can still get them in this country because they're that old.
I don't know.
ACTI.
I love it.
Wismec Active Plus. I'm just doing a quick Google search.
And it literally controls your phone, so you can play the next song in your playlist and control the app that's playing the music.
It's kind of varying, actually. They're more of a drop ship, them, so it's no good getting it from them. Oh shit, I've lost it. I can't believe that. Can't be, that's just weird. Come on, man.
See all the fantastic opportunities we have available to us?
Opportunity's the word.
To think, where would this technology have gone if the FDA didn't slam down the regulations on it? They have the ones that have fingerprint technology on there, so you could literally completely wipe out the whole kid industry thing and require people to register their fingerprint to activate their device.
It's varied in price, actually. I mean, there's a lot of sites here that it's not available. And I'm looking at prices. The lowest I've seen is £22 and the highest I've seen is £35. But there's a lot of people who haven't got it available anymore. I'm curious. This is the second
fantastic little mod.
This is the second mod you've got me thinking hunting for, you git. For any of you guys that didn't see last week, this is thanks to this fella here, right? Where's he? He's got the red, I've got the green there. This is thanks to him, okay?
Go ahead, show it. I got you full screen now.
This is thanks to you know who, right? He's got the red. And now he's just got to want that place back in music to you. So there you go. Whatever next.
Fantastic.
William Dobson said the marketing side of that mod was someone mountain climbing with that hanging out and playing music. What is mountain climbing? Really? William Dobson, AliExpress. Oh, I forgot about AliExpress. Get everything cheap. I would textbook 4 years to come off AliExpress, so it's in China.
Candy cane.
It will be a relic by the time I get off AliExpress.
Somebody's got to have it sitting on a store shelf somewhere.
Must have. Well, the guy who I got this off, actually, he's doing stuff like this and the brand new, so I might give him a shout. I'm still loving this. Absolutely amazing.
Just curious to see what kind of battery this is.
Clouds for days, bro. Clouds for days.
2100 milliamp hour battery.
2100.
Your average 18650 is more than that.
That's not going to last long, is it?
No, but if you were somebody that was into fitness or whatever, and you'd go out for a walk every day, it'd be good for the hour that you were out for your walk, or your run, or your biking.
You would get some looks, though, wouldn't you?
Especially because they comes with all kinds of sporty colors. And they also have silicone wraps. I just look at their website.
Holy moly.
I keep it zoomed in, but look at that. They got silicone wraps for it.
You can just imagine you vaping to a tune, couldn't you? You can like just vaping to a tune. You'd be going.
The only thing missing from it is a flashlight.
My God. You could be vaping to a tune.
Clip it to your backpack and go for a climb.
I wouldn't go that far. Sorry. An expedition out the front door would probably be my max. Holy moly, man.
Yeah.
What year was
166 grams. Standard 510 connection on it. Output modes are variable wattage, bypass. It has temperature control.
No
Nickel,
way.
titanium, and stainless steel. Also has TCR curves.
Holy
1 to
moly.
80 watts. Minimum resistance is 0.05 ohms to 1.5 ohms for temperature control. And for variable wattage, it's 0.05 to 3.5 ohms.
I'm curious.
Maximum charging current is 2 amps.
What year was that released? What year was that? Did that come out? How? 16?
Right.
I'm guessing it's 16.
I don't think it goes that far back.
Ian Thomas would know because he's my researcher, but he's gone.
Well, Wendy did the review on it in January 12th of 2019. Ambition Vapes, the guy you just talked about, did the review on it August 22nd of 2018.
2018.
Jay Hayes smashed it to pieces November 16th of 2018.
There's a surprise. So 2018. Really? Wow. Wow. That's weird. I thought it would have been older.
What's going on, everybody? Jay Hayes here, Sammy doing a review on a device that I picked up for the purposes of the review. Now, I know I'm a little late to the game.
Oh my god.
And then you hit it again.
He's never changed. He
shut it
still
down.
looks exactly the same as what he did 4 years ago. He's never changed. Never aged.
See that there is some.
Oh my
bad chip ups
god.
there. And it doesn't look like it did suffer a little
Rubber
bit of
in it,
damage
so
there.
he's just aye.
And up here, suffered a little bit of damage as well. And doing one more thing. There we go.
Do it again.
One more time.
I mean,
Oh, do it again.
these things are supposed to be dropped, not like thrown at the floor. You know what I mean? There's a difference, isn't there, between dropping.
You would
something-
love to have that box mod right now, wouldn't you?
Yes, and he's ruined it. Oh my god. I'm just absolutely gobsmacked by that. Like,
Still works.
Thing still on the top.
there you go.
It's a little literally right on the drip tip. Still working.
That's before he got his hammer out, though, didn't he? He started taking hammers to them after that, didn't he? Ooh, you better half's not happy. My God.
Unbelievable.
That's I mean, I couldn't even do that if somebody did send us a note. It's just not, I think she's not a fan.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
This thing is fantastic, I'm telling you, especially with the candy cane on it.
Oh, it's cracking. I'm still loving mine. Absolutely loving it.
I'm vaping it dry.
It's just the power, man. You can just do this little switch on the top, man. It's awesome.
I just paint the wicks on there.
If you check out Bogan's review of this, it says there's a secret setting on it. Now, what mode does it leave it in? It says something along the lines of you turn it off, hold the fire button down for 10 seconds and your light will flash. Then you power it on and it keeps in a certain mode. And I can't
You said it was
remember which one.
Bogan's?
Aye.
What is this thing called? I don't even remember. Luxotic.
It's towards the end of the video. He holds the button down, like he shuts it off and he holds the power button down and the light flashes. And then when he powers it up, it keeps it in the... What mode does it keep it in? Is it series? I think it keeps it in series.
Coil, depending on where you put these.
Aye,
I've
that
got
one
my
there.
in at exactly 0.33 ohms for me.
Again,
A reason you've got parallel mode there,
When he's
low build
operating it.
vaping. Me is just the versatility of this mod in terms of parallel, series, or variable
pushes the button.
voltage.
He's got the same
I
colour as
love
you
how
and
it
I'll-
looks,
okay.
as I said, the acrylic very fucking nice, and the stainless steel. The
I'm
brush.
blowing
It's not going to be
everybody's
for everybody.
speaker
I can
drums
definitely
out.
see some people not liking.
Maybe a bit loud.
Big pro is how easy it is to switch between parallel and series. You don't have to take a plate off and
Holds the
flip shit
button down
around.
for
You don't
10
have to
seconds or
fuck
something
around
along
with
them
you know,
lines.
unscrewing bits and pieces. It's literally as simple as flicking.
If I
The
remember
potentiometer, massive fucking the fucking power output. Main con for me, and it's a nitpicky thing, but I
You'll
just think
see
this
because he's got
switch
a
here is just
crossover
ugly. I
because
think it's
he's
just fucking
pointing out that the
butt.
light flashes.
He actually
That's just-
shows the light flashing.
Yeah, as he's pressing it.
That's the potentiometer doing its little
Oh,
fucking.
Could be around there.
One little Jabo logo on the front there and nothing else on it. Very, very. That's definitely a big pro in the juice well. The color drip tip that matches the fucking mod. Big pro for me. I do like what they've done there.
Excuse the background noise,
The
the
flip
dog's
cap, the
going
fact that
nuts.
you can flip the top cap around and get a different drip tip in there.
Maybe a bit
Guillotine
further
V2.
on.
At it all. The fucking.
Sure, I remember doing it on that one. It's definitely on that
you know,
one.
parallel mech mods wants to maybe try their hand at funding sponsorships. Sent one of these fuckers off to a
Maybe
pay as
further
long as
back.
you're not banging the bungers. Beauty ring, which widens the base if you want to sort of have it more.
I don't know, buddy. I'd have to take a look at it and actually watch the whole thing from beginning to end.
It's round about the middle onwards when he's fanning on with the device, and he shows you where he's pressing it for like 10 seconds. I mean, I can show you on mine, but I can't. Look, hang on. I'll power it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. I'll see what happens with my camera there. I'll just hold that button down, just see if you see the light come on. 1, 2, 3. There, see it flashing? Just done it. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you see, you should have a white light. And that's where you get. It's in
Green.
full C. Or green, whatever. I think it puts it in full series mode. Then until you obviously switch it back off. I shall tell you. Yeah. It puts in the mode that runs off the batteries, not off your
Not off the
dial.
regulator, the potentiometer, so it's bypass.
It puts it straight onto that, straight off your batteries.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
You hold it down for 10 seconds, it'll flash white or something, and you power it up, and then you're off full bypass mode or series mode, whatever it is. It's quite cool.
The light just in here. I don't know if you can see that. If I turn it on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can see that little light in there flashing. So when I fire it in
He's
parallel
going to
mode,
change the
let's
baby's
just screw
backside.
Okay.
the atomizer on here. So firing in parallel mode, it's going to glow white. There you go. So
I
you've got
was speaking
nice
to him a few
white
weeks
glow
ago. He
to
said
it.
he'd probably
Obviously,
drop
I'm not
by
getting
and
much
have a look
output at
one
the moment.
day, so I'm glad he did.
I've got some series coils in here, and I
That's
flick it
it
over
there. You
like
see
that's
what
going
he's
to
doing
flash
there?
white
That could be it there, the white light.
at you,
That's
and
pretty
it's
much, I
going
think,
to
the way
be
it could be
red.
at.
All right, you can see that little light in there now is.
He presses and holds it for about 10 seconds. He's holding it there now.
Red. And you can see, being in series mode, my coil's firing up
Or is he firing
nicely.
it up there?
Now, if I want to run it in full series
roundabout
mode,
there where
1,
you
2,
see
3,
it.
4, 5, turn it off. All right. Now we can't fire anything, but if I hold down the fire button for, I think
Yeah,
it's
he's
about
holding
10
it there
seconds.
now, I think. And he's knocking it off.
Holding it for 10 seconds.
Then he's holding it in.
About 5 or 6 seconds or something like that, and you get that little flash
Is
there,
it full
and now you can
series
see when I
mode?
fire
can't
it in
remember what mode
series
again that's
mode,
come on.
it's going to turn it back on, and it's going to give me a white light instead of a red light in series. So when you're in full series
Sure,
mode,
it's full series mode.
you'll get
That's interesting.
Well, it's like a hidden mode that nobody said anything about, you know what I mean? Where he found out on it.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people say, you know, don't just watch my review, watch other people's reviews, because it's easy to miss something.
Definitely. But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, I loved it. This thing's fantastic too.
Said it was pretty much an updated version of the, you know, the legendary Noisy Cricket. When it was the Noisy Cricket that got them famed, should I say? The Noisy Cricket was a bit of a beast in its day. Power plant.
That's the only thing that's finicky about is, you know, you got to paint your wicks.
I don't take it.
Because if you put it down the middle, it literally just drops right on your tightening clamps.
I'll just take this off me when I do mine. You see, I'll just take that off.
Yeah.
Just a bit. Then I'll just paint it and just. Because obviously, if you leave that on, if you do over drip a bit, at least you've got a chance of catching it rather than taking the cap off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's an awesome piece of kit, that thing. Absolutely awesome. Might have its brother next week, and with a bring a bit of
Yeah,
tune.
I don't think this thing would ever go bad. I mean, what is there to go bad in it? It's a potentiometer and a switch.
There's no electronics.
And a switch up here.
Such. You know, there's very, very basic electronics in it. Very basic. No screens, nothing like that. Just absolutely awesome.
I love it.
Oh, it's cracking mod. Oh, so I'm gonna have this in one hand, and then next week I'll have the beatbox in the other hand. Holy moly, man!
And then we got the Deep Pro from last week.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Please excuse me 1 minute, guys and girls. I need the little boys' room badly. Be back soon.
Fantastico. Well, another opportunity for us to make ourselves another random recipe. We'll check out the flavor list. Come up with another random recipe. Mm-hmm. Sweet caramel nuts. We're gonna roast Kenny's nuts. Ah, look at this simple recipe. Acetylpyrazine, caramel, and cotton candy. Mini beard number 5. A lot of people try to replicate the beard liquids. Must be pretty good. Let me go back to that one. Here's a final edition of raspberry lemonade. Capella Juicy Lemon, Capella Pink Lemonade, and Sweet Raspberry. That looks identical to the one we made. We're pretty close to it. Sunshine. What is a sunshine? Dragon fruit, strawberry, ripe, and sweet strawberry. That's a simple one. Because it's a fruit, I think that's going to be a fantastic one. Fantastic shake and vape. And there's the simple recipe. Dragon foods?
Right. My humble apologies, folks, but when you gotta go, you gotta go. Oh, hang on.
Poosh! Booyah!
Right. There you go. The X-Lim is now fully charged.
And I'm going to edit this because I want to put some sweetener in there. How about Flavrz sweetness?
My only gripe with these things is this filling system on this pod. I can never ever get ahead of it.
For what your X-Slim?
Yeah. It always like flicks out my finger end before I get to pull it.
You holding it upside down?
Yeah.
Did I flip it over?
Yeah. But it just keeps pinging. Ooh, I must have a tight one because it just pings back, and I'm scared in case I snap that it'll end piece off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the success. Typical. Now, isn't that stupid? Normally on camera, everything goes tits up, but now I've done it on camera, I'm getting it pretty quick. How does that work? How on
So
earth?
there's a simple recipe.
Right, sorry, what we're making, sir? What are you doing?
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Making a random recipe, and it was called Sunshine. I looked at it as dragon fruit, strawberry wipe, and sweet strawberry. So why not?
So we're taking it's pretty much a strawberry-ish.
Should be a nice shaking vape.
Yeah. I know you haven't done it like a little. You haven't done a little shake and vape as such for a while, have you?
Nah.
Yeah. You haven't done one of them.
And I got my bottles organized, so I have a nice little plastic storage tote. The bottom is full of the bottles. The center drawer is full of the caps. Makes it perfect and easy to be able to throw together a nice quick shaking vape. 1.84.
Bye, that's still good. I do like that. Damn.
And our strawberry ripe.
Sometimes having a good,
1.8.
sometimes having a good device, i.e. tank RDA, makes a flavour taste even better as well. It makes you want to use that device more as well, doesn't it? With that
You know, I've
flavour.
been pulling out a lot of devices for these weekly things that I know are fantastic, or I knew were fantastic when I bought them, and that's why I researched it and ordered it as soon as I could find it nice and cheap. But there were some devices that came out that were crap, and one of the bad experiences I had when I first started vaping was I bought a Sigelli mod, and I noticed when I took a liquid and I put it on there and vaped it through a tank, it just didn't taste as good. It was kind of bland, and it just didn't produce any real flavor. But I take that same tank off and put it on a different mod, and the flavor was banging. It was perfect. It was beautiful.
Really? Wow.
The mod was crap.
Yeah.
The PWM cycles that they created in that chip was junk.
No good.
I can't remember what the actual model of the Sigelli product was. I don't know if it was the Shikra or the Cobra.
I think most of the mods I've gotten have pretty much been okay to good. I've never really had a bad mod as such, not vaping it the wattage it should be, vaping it and all that stuff. I've never really had much of a problem. It's more like you say the RDAs, RTAs, and whatever else. I say RDA. I've never had a bother with RDA really, but there's the tanks, RTAs, and that where you get some of the more problems with, shall we say, than the actual mods.
And the thing was, it wasn't like it wasn't firing with enough wattage. If you turn the wattage up higher, it wouldn't fix the problem. It would still taste like shit.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if it was, like I said, the pulse cycles that they had in it that caused it to be like that. I'm not really sure.
That's an odd one, isn't it? It could have been a Duff mod as well. You don't know, do you?
Well, we're going to find out because I ordered extra ones of those ones. They were both on clearance for like 10, 15 bucks each. So I picked up some extra ones and I'm going to test that hypothesis out.
He's going to do proper research. You're going to back it up. You're going to back it up, yeah. This mod's crap, but this mod works fine. There we go. I demand a refund.
I know.
I think, not for the older stuff, I suppose.
They weren't all fantastic. And like I said, we've come to find out that a lot of the older stuff, there's a reason why there was a bunch of people out there doing vape reviews for these products. Because there were some ones that were out there that were really shit.
Oh, God, I think I see
and
it.
when they were producing them, each company was putting out, a new one every single week. There were more mods than there were, people able to review them.
I think at the day, like I said, I think we were speaking last week about it. Like the likes of the Yeehee and the DNA chips have been like the ones to catch. And obviously, even in that day when they come out, there were superior chips, especially when it come to temp control because they nailed it. And obviously, like you say, a lot of the older mods were nowhere near on the temp control. They were way off, you know what I mean? So it was a technology moved on. They have caught up with them, I would say, pretty much, like, because a lot of them now are nailing the temp control pretty much. There's very few that aren't.
But that was the first time that I found a company that put out a mod that couldn't even do wattage.
Yeah, that's bad, that, like. That is bad.
Man, is that potent strawberry. Smells like a basket of fresh strawberries.
Dusty Country Road stated, looks amazingly good, but it's very refreshing and very versatile with the Cactus INW 2.
In America, Cactus, 2%.
Yeah.
I've got some Cactus. I don't know if it's in Aguero. Only 26.5. Reaching the end of another bottle.
You'll have plenty more than you.
I got another quart.
Is that all?
And another 500ml bottle.
Oh, there we go.
We're all right. We're all right for a while. No need to panic buy.
Not yet. How soon things can change, though, eh? Yeah, excuse me.
Sunshine.
Sunshine, eh?
What a name.
Hey. I thought it might have said strawberry sunshine or sunshine strawberries, but sunshine kind of has you guessing, doesn't it, until you look at the ingredients.
Well, especially because it's just strawberry ripened dragon fruit. Dragon fruits. Hey, Space Turtle One. Dragon fruit's really good at accentuating other fruits. We'll see if this becomes an identifying flavor in this.
I don't know. It's a strawberry sunshine. That's the way I would put it.
Well, when I typed up the label, I put sunshine strawberry.
There you go.
With it just being 3 flavors. Fantastico.
Dusty Road said he's think he will mix that one up. We'll go for it, sir. See how it tastes.
What I have. Let's make sure I tighten this one up the right way.
I
I don't want to wear this one.
Yeah, just tighten it down. But tell me that you'll smell wonderful, mate. I'll give you that. Like,
Touchscreen mod. You got one of these?
Nope.
You like purple or yellow?
Purple, man. Yellow's a bit in your face for me. Like, I'm very bland. I think the brightest thing I've got with that MVV was gold. That's about everything else is black, black, black. The odd purple, black, gunmetal, black. There's no brightness. Oh, what's going on there? Wow, that's weird.
How you like that green light? It's a touch screen.
That's actually quite cool, actually. I'll give you that. Like, holy moly.
The camera
man.
will focus.
Up and down and all touchy. I like that. That's pretty cool. I'll give it that. There we go. I can say that properly now. Why I? Oh, it's nice and colour. It's a colour screen as well. That's cool. Is it a good touchy screen or the one that's just crap? Because I've seen a couple of crap ones in my day, like where you're sitting prodding away and nothing's happening.
It's finicky and it's a pain in the butt sometimes.
I think most of them are. But the way I look at it, once you've got everything set up the way you vape it, you just leave it alone, don't you?
I think it could use some more sweetness, but I'm going to let this sit for 24 hours before I add anything else to it. But it has a beautiful, bright vape.
Yeah. Is it the fruit or a candy? Proper fruit.
It's proper fruit.
Yeah.
With 0.5% of the sweetness, Flavrz sweetness in there. It's a nice, bright fruit.
Yeah.
And it isn't just strawberry. The dragon fruit's in there strong enough that you can identify it as a separate flavor.
Really? Wow. There's
And it's
nothing
nice, ripe.
There's nothing really you would change maybe apart from adding a bit more sweetener, yeah?
I'd add some other contrasting flavor to it, just to broaden the palate flavor, right from being just a simple fruit, a single, like, it's kind of like a duet, listening to a duet. I want it to be at least a trio. So you can put some pear in there, you can put some apple in there, something that would help augment that and broaden that palate a little bit more.
But it
also improve the mouthfeel a little bit too.
I'm just wondering about the strawberry and lime. I think strawberry and lime go together pretty well.
The lime would brighten it up even more.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would broaden the palate at all.
Oh, just bring it up a bit.
Some double apple would be good in there.
Ooh.
Guava would be too different. Maybe a little raspberry even.
So basically, it's a nice base for you to add something to it.
Add a side note to it.
Yeah.
Something to pull it, like a piece of taffy. You have a piece of taffy right now and you just pull it out to broaden the palate a little bit. But it's good. 15% flavoring.
It's a good one.
It's a very simple one.
Yeah.
In order for this to be commercial, they'd have to sweeten the shit out of it.
That's normally the case, though, isn't it? That's awesome.
Add 0.5% of super sweet, 0.5% of sweetness in there. Throw another apple and just a little A bit of apple, even 2% of apple.
But
It's good.
as is, it's still a nice vape, as it is, yeah?
Oh yeah, I could sit here, play my Red Dead Redemption or GTA or something and sit here and vape it. I'd get pissed off that I have to constantly keep dripping on it, but that's a simple fix.
You can vape that while listening to your Bluetooth mod.
I just pull out the Arbiter, throw some new cotton in it, and
rock and roll.
I'd have this bottle gone by the end of the day.
Why not?
Delicious, simple. And that's the wonderful thing about DIYs. You can make it anything you want.
I'm just looking at Space Turley saying, is that my profile pic in the middle? It's in the face of that. It's on the face of thingies.
That it is.
Yeah.
First messages get printed for everyone. No super chats necessary. However, they are very much appreciated when they come.
I think Lance is leaving or left us, so if you're still about, Lance, take care, sir.
We've been on 2.5 hours.
Again.
It's so easy for these things to just drag on and on.
Where does it go?
We also covered the news today, so I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
2 recipes, a rebuildable, and our Wismec Active. Got to listen to some Bluetooth music right from our mod, which has been sitting here charging.
Well, that's probably where half an hour went waiting for it to connect, so I'll give you that.
Not putting my phone into connect mode to connect to the Bluetooth.
And here's a man who was a technological wizard, and he made the simplest of mistakes.
Yes. It was trying to connect, and my phone wasn't told to connect to anything.
It happens to the best of us, believe me.
Space Turtle missed out on us playing music through our Wismec Active.
Oh, honestly, man, this is a watch the replay. That is a must.
Once I got it to connect. Hey, now that it's connected, all I gotta do is turn it on.
I'm baffled by it. I'm also
Bluetooth mode.
I'm baffled by this, like. There you go.
Bluetooth connected successfully.
That is a mod. Sounds better than his phone. I gotta get my head around that. Like. I really cannot get my head around that. That is so weird. I'm gonna have to look for one of them. I really am. That's just unbelievable. I've seen it all now.
That's simple.
It's got to be a novelty thing. It's got to wear off eventually.
Yeah, but the short battery life would be enough to get annoying.
Yeah.
With only 2,100 milliamp hours to power a Bluetooth speaker and a mod.
Yeah. It's not a lot, is it? Like you said, if you go out for a walk for an hour or so, it might cover you for that.
Or if you're a mouth to lung vapor.
Possibly.
And you were only running it at 25 watts instead of 65 watts.
I think the next evolvement of that will be a headphone jack. Plug your headphones in, or Bluetooth your headphones. It's got to in it.
Or how about when we were younger? You remember those helmets that used to have? You could put 2 cans of soda in it, and it'd have a straw to come down.
That's right, yeah. You just never know. You never know what they're going to come up with next.
Yeah, well, we'll take and put a mod in a hat.
Then stereo.
And then there could be a switch on there. You could flip to, draw from this one, or if you wanted this flavor, you could have this flavor. There you go.
Just have a multiple hat, just with loads of mods around your head. You just one stroke connect them all. with an app on your phone, so you can select the mod. I'll have the one on the back of my heat there with that flavor in. It's mad.
Let's have the strawberry. No, you know what? I'm more in the mood for a nice Bavarian custard.
No, I'm going to start with a chicken fried rice. I'm fancy a
Yeah, we'll get Dave here to make us some chicken fried rice. E-liquid.
Dusty County Road is asking us a question. Does meringue mute flavors like cheesecake or ice cream, or take the creaminess away?
Yes, it can. Most of the time it will. But there are some meringues that blend with certain fruits very, very well and keep their identity when you mix them together. That's why it's so important for you to learn your actual individual flavors you have in your inventory.
Hope that answers your question, Dusty.
When you take somebody else's recipe, like this one is a very simple one, the Sunshine. It's this very simple fruit, and strawberry ripe and sweet strawberry, come together very, very well. And dragon fruit is basically a filler flavor, but because it's at 6%, it actually keeps part of its identity. But if you were to take some other recipes like a cream or a custard, or let's say you have a tart, and you tried to substitute out flavors, it won't work out because the flavoring percentages are going to be wrong. You're better off starting as those are the flavor notes that you want. And because you know your flavorings, you'll be able to adjust those percentages accordingly to come up with your own recipe. If you're trying to copy a recipe, you need to literally copy it ingredient for ingredient. Like you can't go and make yourself chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, you can substitute out the type of chocolate, make it, semi-sweet instead of milk chocolate. But you can't go in there and substitute out the amount of brown sugar and make it all white sugar because it won't taste the same. You need the molasses notes from the brown sugar to make your chocolate chip cookie taste like a chocolate chip cookie and not a sugar cookie.
That's true enough.
That's the kind of the easiest way to understand how these things work.
It's get to know your individual flavors and know how they taste, and then you know how to go on with them
and how they react. And that's why some meringues are better, because they hold their own. The meringue is like a marshmallow. It's a subtle note. And sometimes when you put it into a recipe, it'll mute all the flavors and you won't even recognize the meringue that it's in there. And then some of them, it's, strong enough that it can stand out on its own. Like if you were to put, a meringue on top of a cheesecake, you really wouldn't get very different flavor than a cheesecake.
Yeah.
Just like if you were trying to eat a meringue covered cheesecake.
Yeah. It's a weird one.
But it's surprising how it will go really well with other things. Like if you take a meringue and put it with peanut butter.
Wow.
Just like we used to do a marshmallow peanut butter sandwich for lunch. You have the marshmallow spread that you put on top, which is really the sickening sweet marshmallow. And then the peanut is a contrast enough flavor that it'll hold its own. And you can get a peanut butter marshmallow sandwich.
I've never had the pleasure.
Because you don't have marshmallow fluff.
Nope. We've got marshmallow balls that you can melt, I suppose. But again, it's not the same thing, so it might taste different. There you go. I think you can get it over here now. I think there's a couple of shops that are starting to sell like American stuff, especially that Hershey bars and stuff. I mean, yeah, I think you can get that over here now.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain I've seen it. But yeah, marshmallow fluff and peanut butter. Wow.
And they actually make cookies using the same type of ingredients. You can take peanut butter cookies and put marshmallow fluff in it.
Wow.
Fluffernutter, they call them.
Fluffernutter. That's an apt name, isn't it? Holy moly. Yeah, I
There you
think you can get it over here now. I think you can get it here. Marshmallow Fluff. I think there's like, I think there was a shop in the Metro Centre in Gateshead that all it done was sell American sweets, cookies, all that kind of stuff, all American gear. And honestly, the Hershey bars and all that stuff, it'd sell everything American. It was mad. Lots of sugar content, I'll give it that. Like.
I'm telling you, these Aspire coils, I can't believe how good they've gotten. When I first started using the Aspire Nautilus and the coils that they had, it was like lackluster in flavor and just didn't produce enough clouds. But here we have the Zelos. And it's just beautiful.
Oh, it's an awesome one. My wife's got one, and that's what my wife uses when she vapes, the Zelos. It's a cracking little. But the Nautilus coils, I mean, you know, they've been tried and tested, you know, they're reliable, they're pretty good flavour and everything, you know, they've been around the block. And like you say, when obviously mesh come along, then they just went to a different level.
Yeah. And I really wish that all manufacturers were like Aspire, because you can still get coils for the first tank they come out with.
That's right, yeah.
And they're actually upgraded coils that fit into the old tank. And it's interesting because if you look at the coils, some of them have push fit and threading capability.
That's what I like about some of these companies that will back catalogue, so you can't put the older coils in the new devices. That for me is mint. It's really good.
That's what Aspire is so good at.
Yeah, they're really good at that. They're awesome for stuff like that, Aspire. But they've always been, you know, associated with startery type kits anyway, haven't they? Aspire, they've always done good stuff like that. Really good stuff.
Then there's the Arbiter Solo.
He likes that. He likes his Arbiter.
Yeah, I never bothered to do an actual review on this one because, I mean, I'm not a mouth-to-lung person. But having this airflow wide open, it's a beautiful restricted direct lung.
I'm not really a mouth to lung. I think I say mouth to lung was mainly for indoors, you know what I mean? Just because it didn't produce a lot of vape. That was my main use for it. It's something I wouldn't go to normally, but for indoors, the mint.
Yep. And if you want this to be a true mouth to lung, then you just close off this airflow and you change the coils in there, put ones with less density, less metal to it.
Yeah.
You can get a fine mouth to lung coil in here. So it's fantastic. That this can actually multitask. It's really impressive.
I think I've got a pack of like a small tub of mouth to lung clappings, and they're really nice.
Yeah. I really like the flavor on it. It does produce good flavor for how little airflow flows through here.
That's right, yeah.
And it's easy to rebuild and easy to wick.
I think with the coils, like I say, with them being so small and so delicate, they can be a bit flimsy and easy to bend them out, you know. But bar that, once you get the hang of it, they're mint.
Yeah, mouth to lung coils are tough because of how tiny they really are.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful build deck on this one too. So that, I mean, it's making it easier because you got the two screws that come off the sides. Yeah. You just clamp it straight down.
There's nothing wrong with mouth to lung, man. It's all right now and then. I think a lot of people who use the tobacco has gone through mouth to lung devices, you know, because it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because tobacco holds its flavor really well when you get to those small coils.
It is. Thank God. Put that in.
Well, here we are, almost to 3 hours. We're going to cut it short today, I think.
Short? Is that what you would call short?
Less than 3 hours is short for us.
Yeah, you've got a point.
Especially when you compare it to Thanksgiving.
Oh my God,
You and I each had some adult beverages that day.
And the time just went. It went by so quick, it did. like I say, when you're having a good time, you have a good bit of banter and a good bit of crack with people, your time's just nothing, you know what I mean? It's awesome. Good company.
It's got that rubberized coating on the outside, so, I mean, it gives the impression like it's a tough thing, but it's not like a GS Legend tough.
No.
You're not going to drive a fire truck over it.
No.
But you wouldn't drive a fire truck over a Bluetooth speaker anyway.
I think it's just in case you do a general drop, not a bounce off the pavement, just a general drop. It'll probably survive okay. Not like something getting launched to the pavement or off a brick wall. That's totally different.
Yeah.
Mine, the Legend didn't do bad to that though.
Not like this one. You don't want to be dropping this one.
Oh no.
It's like a brick.
Yeah. Same with that Hog 4. I would imagine that dropping. Jesus, break your foot if that lands on it.
Or a Steam Crave Titan.
Yeah.
You'd definitely break a toe or a foot.
With the Titan tank on as well.
Yeah. Put the Aromizer Plus on the Titan mod.
Oh, wow.
That should be registered as a lethal weapon.
It could be, though, really, when you think about it. Somebody tries to mug you and go, well, I've got a brick in me hand. They'll not get up after being hit with that. Trust us.
4 batteries and all.
Yeah.
You got some mass to that thing.
Exactly. Well, you could do some damage with it without a doubt. Lordy do, man. Crazy, crazy stuff.
I love it. I love it. All this stuff has been fantastic today. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out to the live show. Another fantastic episode. Lots of fun. Lots of new things. New avenues. And I got Kenny searching for another Wismic active. He's going to break his bank right before Christmas.
I'll tell you, you need to stop this.
So my wish is always peace, love, and a hunky vape to end cigarette combustion. Have a great day.
Again, guys, thank you one and all for coming to the show. You see my pocket get very lighter all the time every time you bring something out of that cupboard of his. I want to go in his cupboard. I want to know how big that cupboard is. It's endless. There must be all sorts in there. But anyway, again, thank you guys. Show wouldn't be the same without you guys. Again, same place, same time next week. Thank you very much. Take care, you all. Cheers.